Hi, today we're going to talk about how to clap and count rhythms. A lot of times we're going to clap and count first so that we can better understand the rhythm so that we're able to play it better. Sometimes breaking things down into smaller chunks and not trying to play everything all at once with all of the pieces of like thinking through the rhythm and knowing the right notes and playing the instrument can be helpful in being able to learn things a little bit more quickly. So when we have our rhythm counting, we're going to follow a very specific process. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you're sitting forward on the chair so both feet can be flat on the floor and your back can be straight, just like when you're playing your instrument. The next step is to make sure that you're tapping your foot along with the metronome and in time. You want to do this in a very specific way. So you're going to keep your heel on the floor and lift your toe right in time. The up part of your toe tap is just as important as the down part. So you want to make sure it's exactly in time. Down, up, 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 down, up. When you're clapping to the beat, you want to make sure you're actually doing a good clap too. You don't want to just touch your hands together. That's touching your hands. That's not a clap. And we also don't want to just kind of have a very kind of lame, weak clap. We want to have a good clap. So find that spot in your hands that has a good sound. When we are all together in class, you're going to want to be able to make sure that you can be really precise about your clapping. So try this for just a minute. We're going to just take like a minute to tap your foot and clap your hands in time. See if you can keep a steady beat. 1, 2, ready, go. Another way to practice this is to find your favorite song and see if you can keep your foot tapping the whole time to the beat of your favorite song. And remember, you want to make sure you're still being very precise. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. This is important because over time, we're going to develop this internal sense of pulse. So if you can keep the down, up, that's called subdividing and is going to help you be a better musician. Now let's add music. This is called a quarter note. A quarter note gets one beat in 4/4. This is called a quarter rest. A quarter rest also gets one beat in 4/4 time, but it is silent. When we count quarter notes, we're going to count to 4 because that's our most common time signature is 4/4 time. When we change it, we'll talk about it later. But when we count, we're going to do something kind of weird with our voice. So we're going to count it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason why we do that is to get that down, up motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, just like when we're tapping our foot. So it does the same thing. It's going to subdivide the pulse into 2. So the down, up, 1, 2, and it's going to help us become better counters and better at keeping a steady beat. Let's try it. Here's 4 quarter notes. Let's try clapping and counting it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Now, when I ask you to clap and count the exercises later on in the slideshow, you'll know exactly what to do. So remember, sit up straight, keep your feet flat on the floor, make sure that your foot is being very precise with its down, up, and when you're counting, you're going to add that little hiccup, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that you can work on subdividing and internalizing the pulse.